ABC's Karl, our chief White House correspondent. And John, we're just learning now that the president's national security advisor, Tom Donilon, is going to be replaced by UN Ambassador Susan Rice, of course, in the middle of that all that controversy over Benghazi.
That's right, George. Just a few minutes ago, a senior White House official told me that Donilon is out and Susan Rice is in. This will be something that certainly will capture the attention of Republicans. Susan Rice, of course, as you mentioned, was the one that went on the Sunday shows right after the attack in Benghazi and talked about it being something that came out of protests in Cairo, a very controversial set of Sunday show appearances. She's somebody Republicans don't like very much, but is very close to the president. Now she will be his national security advisor.
She has been with him right from the start, from the beginning of his presidential campaign. The president had even looked at her for possible pick as Secretary of State, and she will be a hard-nosed national security advisor.
She is a no-nonsense advisor. As you mentioned, one of the very first foreign policy advisors on the president's campaign, close to him even before he officially launched the campaign. She is tough. She is no-nonsense. And frankly, she was, early indications, the person the president wanted to put over as Secretary of State. Republicans made it clear they would do everything they could to block that. As national security advisor, she does not need Senate confirmation. The president is free to choose whoever he wants.
And speaking of no-nonsense, John, Michelle Obama last night, private fundraiser at a home in Washington, D.C., confronted by a gay rights activist, and she was having none of it.
Wait. One of the things that I don't do well is this.
And John, right after that, she basically walked right up to the heckler and went toe-to-toe.
This is something else, George. The heckler told us afterwards that she felt like the First Lady was just a few inches away from her face. What happened is she came down from the podium, approached the heckler, and said, you could hear a little bit of it in that tape, one of the things I don't do well is this: listen to me, or you can take the mic, but I'm leaving. You all decide. You have one choice. George, the crowd loved it. They started applauding. The heckler was removed, and the First Lady went on with her speech.